So I'm going to be bleaching my hair using Age Beautiful Cream Lightener. This is what it looks like outside of the box. My hair already has a little bit of color. I don't remember which color I used. I'll be using a 30 developer for ion sensitive scalp because I am allergic to everything and my scalp is extremely sensitive. I also have this and this, all from Sally's. And if the color takes well, I have the Wella Charm in T35. There we go. Also from Sally's. And that's what I will be toning with if the color lifts well. My hair is relaxed. This is more of a Tex-Lax where the color is. I didn't put as much relaxer there, but for the most part, my hair is relaxed. So let's see how it goes. I'm going to put this entire bottle in my little mixer, but first it says to do 1-1 mixing. So I'm going to put my developer in first with the 2 ounces. So I put my developer in up to the 2 ounce mark. And now I'm going to add all my Age Beautiful. And then I'm going to mix that up. I'll show you the consistency and then we'll start putting it on. So what I did was I went ahead and parted my hair in 4 sections like I do when I relax it. And while poking around and looking for my hair clips, I found some 40 developer from One and Only. And I did mix the developer and the Age Beautiful 1-in-1, but I poured a little bit, about a half cap full of this in there. And I also poked around and found some booster for moisture, which I use this from Sally's. It is an Ion Absolute Perfection booster. So I'm going to go ahead and put, they give you this nice little cap in there. So I'm going to fill it to the 1/8 ounce. And I am not a professional. I have been doing my hair my whole life because I can never find anybody that really does what I want to do. So if I don't like it, I'll just cut it off. Take that into consideration when you see why I'm doing what I'm doing. So again, I put like a half cap of the One and Only 40 developer in there. I put the booster in there and I'm gonna mix it up. And this is about the consistency I have. It's kind of strong now, but it's still not that bad compared to the other ones. So we're gonna go ahead and put this in. I'm gonna start with the front because I want my front to process a little more because eventually I probably will cut it off. And I'm not gonna part it, I'm just gonna kind of slap it on there like so. And I'm gonna stay away from my roots for now. I'm just gonna do the ends. And I've seen on YouTube, I have been looking on here for, oh yeah, there's the strong smell. I've been looking on here for exactly how I should bleach this. Look, it's starting to turn already. Because I want to go blonde, and I noticed that a lot of them have patchy spots. So once I put it in, I do plan on combing this through just to see if it will regulate some of the patchiness that I see a lot of on many other reviews. And if my roots don't get that much color, that's fine because we'll just say we went for an ombre look. So there's that side. Go ahead and put it through on this side. The last time I colored my relaxed hair, it came out, but that was years before we knew how to deal with our hair. So thankfully, we've learned a lot since then. Ooh, it's strong. Wow, look at that color coming through already. Nice. I'm really loving this color that's coming through. Look at that. Nice. Not a whole bunch of orange like I expected. I will say my hair is very hot. Very hot. So what I'm going to do now is kind of move it through to move it up a little bit closer to my roots. Still probably not doing my whole roots. And honestly, I don't even think I will leave this to process a whole bunch of time. My hair usually processes very quickly. Even when I do a relaxer, I don't have to leave it on my hair hardly any time for it to work. So I don't think I'm going to have to leave this on much longer to get to where I want it to be. So we'll see what happens here with my experimental hair color. Look at that. Nice. Love when that happens. Here's the other side. Just as nice. Evenly processing how we want it. That's good. Work it through some. I accidentally got some on my roots, so I'm going to go ahead and try to smooth it out so I don't have any cheating spots going through here. Alright. Put that up. Put that through. Let's see what we got on the back, which really didn't have much color on the back. Wow, great lift. Alright, there's my back quadrant. Put a little more product up by my root. Okay. Dusted that side with a little bit of excess color that's on my gloves. Kind of dusting my front with a little excess color. Cover up those gray hairs. We all getting them. This side is going up very well also. Add my bleach here. And I said I was going to comb it through, so that's what I'm going to do now. Comb it through a little evener. More even. And in here, this could be a no-no. I wouldn't know because I'm not a beautician. But it seems right in my mind. My hair's not coming out yet. That's good. I want a little lighter in here. Some I noticed I came up a little higher on this, so I'm going to try to even that out here. And go from there. This will be my first time doing actual blonde. Or over. I'm just going to put the rest of this on here and process for about 5 minutes to try to get this top part a little more. If you notice, it's starting to even out a little bit in the color. And I don't want my roots as dark, even though it's going to be an ombre. So I'm going to put a little more product in here. It's very orange. That is very orange, if I do say so myself. I will be back in 5 minutes. So after 5 minutes of processing, maybe about 8, because I cleaned all my supplies, this is what I ended up with, which in the light looks pretty blonde, pretty orange. So I don't know if this is light enough to tone any of this color out. I don't know. I guess we'll just have to find out. So I'm opening up my Wella Color Charm T35 toner. I'm going to pour this in my cleaned out container. I'm going to dry it out a little. I was told to pour the whole thing, so I'm going to pour the whole thing. And then I was told to fill this up twice with the developer. But I'm thinking that I am going to check the ounces, which it's 2 ounces on this. So I'm just going to put 4 ounces of developer and call it a day. And it makes quite a bit of product. Quite a bit. I will not be bleaching my hair again to get it any lighter because I know my hair will fall out. It has before. So I'm just going to tone it and we're going to see what happens. So I have it all stirred up and the consistency kind of reminds me of like what cellulite might look like. So I'm assuming I did that right. I have my clips and everything from when I did my bleaching cleaned and ready. So I'm just going to apply this and hope it kind of gets rid of some stuff. We'll see what I get. This is really hard to go on with this. I'm starting to wonder if the girl at Sally's lied to me and if I should have read the directions. Nope. 1 part color with 2 parts developer. Cool. So I'm going to continue making a mess with this. It's definitely not as easy to put on as the cream bleach was. It's kind of a gross texture, but we'll see if it'll tone down some of all this orange. I did a lot of research on toner and a lot of reading up on it, and it does not change the color. It does not really dye your hair. It's more like a color manipulator, I guess. So if it does not do anything, I will not be surprised because I don't know how light my hair needs to be for it to manipulate the color. And I'm thinking I should have gone with more of a ashy toned one. But if I do decide to do my hair in the future, I'm about to get real right now because I'm rather tired of this. There's a spout on this for a reason, I'm assuming. So that's what we're going to do with that situation. Because I'm making a mess all over my bathroom. And I need to not be making that mess right now. And I'm going to make sure that's saturated. I know if anybody watches this that is an actual professional, they're probably cringing at what I'm doing. But I did save me $100. So I ain't tripping right now. And I will be cutting this into a style that I also found on YouTube. So whatever happens, happens. So I am supposed to let this sit for 20 minutes. And there goes my eyesight. So I'm supposed to let this sit for 20 minutes. So I'm going to do that. And then I will see what happens. It's been about 6 minutes. And I have some little orange residuals on the outside of the bag. So I guess that's good. We'll see. So I was able to leave the toner in for about 10 minutes until my scalp started burning ridiculously, which tends to happen. I actually think I need to rinse it a little better than I did. But this is the end result. A lot of orange came out in my shower cap, like a lot. So if you can see, it's quite quite yellow. So I will not bleach my hair again. What I may do is in the next few weeks, probably in the next month or so, I will just get a Cream of Nature or Dark and Lovely box, probably Cream of Nature, and go on top of this with the shade of blonde that I want and let it go from there without further bleaching. And the developer that I used also lightened this up some, so that will definitely help with my ombre when it starts to grow out. I think it'll look quite nice. So I am quite pleased with how this came out. I'm going to go ahead and deep condition, and then I will blow dry, and then I will decide if I want to cut all of this off, and you will know shortly. So I decided to let you know what I'm going to use for my conditioning. I lived in the Dominican Republic for a little bit, fell in love with their hair products, so I'm going to use a little bit of this. I'm also going to use some cinnamon oil. And I also have some aceite de keratina, some keratin oil, that I'm going to mix in with that. If you can see it, it won't focus. There we go. And I'm going to make a little bit of a paste with that. I'm also going to put some organic castor oil in that because castor oil tends to make my hair like silk. So I'm going to do that. Let that sit for a little bit. I'm going to rinse it out. And I don't know if I'm going to blow dry and cut tonight, or I guess we'll see how I feel from there. But this stuff, it works okay. I just started using it, so maybe I'll do an updated review and see how it does. There are some reviews on it online, but I'm going to see. This will be my third time using it. So I'm going to try to regularly use each product for a certain amount of time just to see how it reacts with my hair, especially with it being in this fragile state now. So, and I like to do my oils first. So I'm going to do a little bit of the castor oil. And then I'm going to do a little bit of the keratin oil. And a little bit of the cinnamon oil. I love doing hot oil treatments with cinnamon oil, and I do buy this when I go back, but I will start making my own cinnamon oil because it makes my hair feel great. So I'm going to put that on. Do some more castor oil and keratin oil. So I got a decent amount of the cinnamon oil in. We'll put that on. I'm afraid to like touch my hair. I feel like it's just gonna crumble in my hands. You can see, makes it a little more doable. So I put all my oil in, and I took a big fat heaping wad of conditioner. I go through conditioner so fast. I'm always putting a liberal amount. I'm doing my deep conditioner right now, and I'm thinking that I'm going to call it a night. So we saw how it turned out, and I'm going to post another video once it is dry, because I don't really want to blow dry it because I feel like it would just all break off. So I will do my second video of blow drying it, seeing the actual color once it's dry, and I will also make sure that I add my cut and style on that video. So to all a good night.